All right, Clayton, thanks. The South Carolina Elementary School was fundraising for a church's food drive before Thanksgiving when they received a threatening letter from an atheist group saying this: such school-sponsored fundraising efforts, the proceeds of which go directly to an evangelical Christian church, must immediately cease, and that our organization will pursue the matter through litigation in federal court if it does not. Well, fearing a lawsuit, the school still hasn't delivered the food. So what kind of lesson does this teach the students? Joining us now are Kimberly Thompson and her son Case, who is a third grader at the school. Good morning, Kimberly and Case. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So essentially the school was sending out these turkey thank you grams ahead of Thanksgiving, using the money to buy canned goods for this food drive at a local church. What message do you think that program was sending to kids like your son Case?
In so many different ways, it's caring, it's empathy, it's helping one another. The thank you grams, the children were able to purchase those. They could send it to a custodian, to a teacher, to someone in the office, or a friend in school. And that's, in one way, that's teaching them to care for their friends and neighbors. But then that dollar that they spent goes to help buy food for people in need. And you can't ever overteach your children to care
and to
be part of society.
Kimberly, here we are 3 days after Thanksgiving and the food still hasn't been delivered because of that. It's heartbreaking. The flyer for the food drive says this: the student council will give back to the community by donating the food to a local church. The student council will go shopping for food for needy families with the money from the turkey gram sales. Case, did you and your friends think this was a good idea?
Well, yeah, because it's really thankful you give it to a friend or your family, see, and it's really fun and nice.
Yeah, doing nice things for other people. It warms your heart, I imagine, on the holiday. This is the statement from the American Humanist Association, who was threatening the lawsuit. Just as most Oak Brook parents would presumably object to their children raising money for a Muslim group or an atheist group, the same principle applies here. We support the idea of charity and helping the poor, but public schools can certainly help the poor without assisting church-led projects. Kimberly, do you think that this program to help families in need, although it was going through a church, was it pushing Christianity and Jesus on all of these children?
No, absolutely not. This church's food pantry is the closest pantry to our neighborhood and to the school. So when it was chose by the student council, which are the kids in the school, they chose where this food went. They were thinking of what's the closest place, and that's doing good. But there was no preaching, nobody pushed that on anyone. It's just simply a place that people can go get what they need.
Yeah, in close proximity to these kids, helping kids in their own backyard and trying to perpetuate the idea of community. Kimberly, what do you think the school should do with the food now?
I really hope that they donate it to the intended church, because that is, when I donated food from my house and when I collected food from my neighbors, that's where I intended it to go, because that's the closest spot for these children to go get food when they need it.
The closest spot in a location where you trust that families are going to get what they need. Kimberly and Case, thank you so much for your time, and let us know how things pan out.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving weekend. 28